If you clicked on this video, congratulations. You want to see me go from $0 to $10,000 in less than a month. I will do that for you guys, and I will show you exactly how I do that. Listen guys, making intros for videos is hard. Like, I've literally filmed 5 different intros for this, so I literally just need you to... That was fucking hilarious. All right, I literally just need you to just hold on. Don't click away, you dick, or do click away. You know, I don't really care what you do with your life, but I want the view retention, and I promise I'm gonna make it worth it, because I'm gonna show you how I make $10,000 consistently every single month in this video. This is gonna be a daily type upload. Well, I'm gonna shoot for like daily uploads. I'm gonna try to upload like what I'm doing every single day as much as possible, so you guys can see the ins and outs of running a business, running 2 businesses really, but you know, and like all the different nuances, and there's just so much that goes into it for sure. But you know, the best way I can show you is to capture it. So we're gonna jump in and hopefully not bore you guys. We have a sales meeting literally in 5 minutes. We're pulling up to the office right now, so let's jump into this. Step 1 in making money online is you need somebody to give you money. That's literally all that matters. You don't have a business unless somebody's giving you money. So you need a payment processor, some way to accept the money, right? Step 2, make the transaction happen. Hold up. Let's key into the office. This is like GTA style. Look at that. You guys know the code now. If you're ever in our office building, then you'll know exactly how to get up. So congratulations. So you can charge people money in a variety of ways, honestly. You know, you can do an agency, e-commerce model, you can do freelance work, build a website, you can code for them, you can make them art, you can manage your social media, you can do all kinds of stuff, right? I in particular service solar companies, and I run their ads, and they pay me to run their ads. So we're going to, basically we got a meeting right now with a solar owner that's considering taking us on. So we're gonna go through that whole process. Stairs! And then I'll talk about how we actually acquired him in the first place and how you can acquire some too. All right, guys, so I jumped in this meeting a little bit late, but I'll give you a little bit of context as to what's going on. Right now, we're basically just doing the qualifying questions. We are asking them about their business, and they're telling us right now about what they do currently to bring in deals.
Just like you said, people trust you, then you don't have a problem in doing business, okay? I give an example. I've been, like I said, I've been doing this for 14 years, and just on a personal accomplished, for the last probably 6-7 years, I've been producing $3 to $4 million worth of solar sales residential by myself.
Awesome.
Okay, so it's not that I don't have the background. The point of the matter is, as far as our company is concerned right now, we do have people that go out and they do knock doors, but it's strictly on the roofing side. It's not the solar side, okay? So where we're lacking is having, you know, quality leads to call to be able to close, because we already got an installer. I do have access to Mosaic if financing is needed. So everything that we need is in place. We just don't have the quality people to call. That's pretty much the way it is.
Okay. So just knocking doors on the roofing side. As far as the solar side, what does that look like then if you're not even knocking doors? Is it just referrals? Is it just...
Referrals, word of mouth. As Derek stated, you know, we do some home and garden shows, things along those lines. I mean, we may have a tent this summer. If somebody finds me a good farmer's market or something once a week, we'll sign up and put somebody behind a banner there, you know, kind of stuff. So we've got, you know, basically where we are is the owner of this business wants to see some profits on the solar side, or Derek and I might be working for down the road.
I got
that's
you.
kind of what that sounds like. And again, you know, I know on the lead side, there's everything from, like we talked about, a lead that's been farmed or sold 50 different times before you get it.
Yeah.
Again, that's the reason that we kind of like the pay to play on the backside. We're pretty confident that we can with the right leads that we can make money and we can help you guys make money.
Okay, so I see you're about 2 closed deals right now, or you're looking to, close on 2 deals this month. Obviously, the first step, that next milestone would just be 5, But nonetheless, I know you said the owner is really just trying to ramp up the solar side of things. What does ramp up look to him? Does that mean 5? Does that mean 10? Or does that mean really moving the needle and getting all the way down to 20?
Well, to me, I mean, I'm used to doing 12 to 15 deals a month myself. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's not uncommon for me. So right now, it's like basically proving that to this company that solar is something that will benefit in the future. Okay, right. If we can get to a point like he said, or where we're doing maybe 5 or 10 projects, because I got some projects being installed right now. Okay, that's not it. But I brought that with me. As far as lead source, I brought them with me. I brought some leads with me. Okay. But so the deal is, we want to be just like Keith said. We want to be able to do as many per month as we can. Okay. Now when it starts off, depending on what we have to work, then we're going to be able to close those. Right. Okay. So I'll put it this way. The last company I worked with for a number of years, we had an average percentage of leads, what we call closes, okay? You get X amount, what percentage are you closing out of the X amount, okay? That's mathematics. And I can tell you out of the percentage I was doing, I was closing at least 35 to 40%. Okay. That's extremely high in this industry. Yeah. Okay? But with the experience we have, it's all about looking at what the customer wants to do. It's all about developing the relationship with the customer. Yeah. Educating them. Yep. Once you become that part, if you want to say, of the customer trusts you. It's all about trust. Exactly. No matter what nobody says. Yeah. If the customer trusts you, they like people that they trust. They do business with people they trust. So that's not even going to be a problem at all. Okay.
Yeah, no, 100%. People do business with, companies and people they trust, and not only the people they trust, but trust that they can get the work done properly. You know, and that's why like you touched there, is filling the pipeline right now. So in 6 months, even though it takes some time, touch after touch, or educating them through that process, 6 months from now, you're reaping the reward of having an influx of leads now. Yep. So would you say, like, so I get a gauge on it, because in 1 month we could jump you up from that 2 to 5. Is that already gonna put the boss man in a good place?
That would be a start. I mean, I think if we can get to a point where we're somewhere between that 5 and 10 a month, because we order our own material. I have a price per watt on our install. That normally includes my permitting. Okay. So we've got control over the whole process as far as once we've got that lead, as far as how we make money on it. We got that figured out pretty well internally. It's just, I don't know if is it a dollar amount that we're shooting for, or is it really just, for me, it's more about the closed number of deals.
Right. Yes, I know you said you both have tried, agencies or some lead generation companies. What have they looked like, specifically? Is it just like they ran ads for you, and then there's some that just provided leads and both of them just didn't pan out, or what did that look like?
Angie's now.
Well, normally what I was told by both vendors is that they had platforms where they were getting, say, criteria filled out for people that were interested. Okay. Right. Whether that is true or not, I don't know. But I do know that when I gave, say, specific zip codes to them to concentrate in certain areas, because we, when it comes to solar, we do Colorado, period, the whole state. Yeah. Okay. We have lead. But the difference is when I gave them a list of specific zip codes. Right. I went to call those zip codes and the phone numbers and the email addresses and the people's name, everything was just trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, and I would have people, sometimes they answer the phone. They said, no, I've had this number 3 and 4 years. So it's not, I don't know who you're looking for. So what that was telling me is that the data that they were getting it from, wherever it's from, was old data.
Right.
I know it was. Because I grew up in a lead generation company. So I know what the criteria is. I know what's supposed to be done.
Okay. Yeah, completely. Okay. I think I got a good understanding where you guys are at, so I appreciate you sharing that. It seems like right now you're just getting your leads from, referrals, some shows that you're putting on, not really knocking doors, not really working with lead generation agencies. Right now I know it's slower months, but nonetheless doing about 1 to 2 deals a month. You're really trying to get to at least to that 5 mark here in the next month or so then we could actually scale up from 10, 20. And it's just a matter of getting something that works and you can see that works, and then from there we just scale.
Sure, correct.
Aside from that, it looks like the thing stopping you is having somebody that consistently provides this influx of leads, that are actually qualified, that are actually engaged, that are actually real prospects, instead of just these leads that people provide so often. And we just run into that so much. But does that sound about right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Right on point.
Perfect. Do you mind if I go ahead and show you what it is that we're doing?
Yeah, let's look at it.
Awesome.
Ready?
So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here in a second, but nonetheless, what we do is a fully done for you system. So it's not just us providing you leads, not just us providing you appointments. We come into your business and build these systems out so you have them for the rest of your business, right? So we come in, we build out your ad campaigns, we build out your landing pages, and we build out your funnels. So then as we generate interest through these ads, we get in front of people. Kind of like when you look at a billboard, right? And you always see those lawyers, right? It's always like, call this lawyer, phone number here. So what we're doing is similar to that, but instead of putting Simon Bros Roofing and Solar or Simon Bros Solar up in the sky where nobody's looking, we put it where everybody's looking. That means when somebody's scrolling their phone on Facebook or somebody Google searches solar near me, it's Simon Bros who pops up. Right? Because that's where all the attention's at. Does that kind of make sense so far? So that's where we put your name. So people that are looking for solar, people that are on that edge of, thinking about solar, and then they just need to get pushed over the edge. They see your name, they fill out their info. We build out a funnel or landing page, both, and we qualify them. We ask for average electric bill, address, name, number, email. The moment they fill that out, you get a text and an email, whoever wants it, with all that information, so you can contact them within 5 minutes of them filling out that form. So now they're not only qualified, but they're engaged because they just filled that out. They're on their phone, and that's what makes this the best. And it's one of the requirements we hold in the first place is you have to contact them within 5 minutes because they're on their phone. They just filled out the form. So from there, you work them, you work the lead. They're obviously qualified and engaged. If they're not converting right away, nonetheless, we put them into our lead nurture system that we built for you. That means they start getting automated emails. In the first week, they get 3 to 4, but after that, they just get 1 weekly. So even though if they're not ready to convert right then and there, they start getting an email from Simon Bros Solar once a week. So when it is time to go solar, they know who to go with. And I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, show you what that kind of looks like. Does that all make sense so far? Do you guys have questions?
No, I had a CRM that worked that way. So yeah, that's fine. We're good.
The rest of the time you're in business. And I think that's the big benefit there is the compounding effect that people seeing your name over and over will have in the long term, 4 or 5 months from now, that compounding effect that these people have just been seeing your name over and over and over again. So just to kind of go over last month alone. Last 35 days or so. 495 conversions, which is leads. Spent about $55K, 111 costs per lead. And then obviously that's conversions again. But nonetheless, I think they said they were closing at about a 20% rate here 495, 20% of that is about 100, a little less, 99 if you want to be specific. 99, 55K. So all these are qualified and engaged. A little less than that percentage you said there, Derek, earlier, where you said you were closing about 40%. But these are cold leads at the end of the, or not, it's cold traffic. So you are going to convert at a little bit lower rate, but nonetheless, it's still extremely profitable. Kind of show you what those leads look like just coming in. This is, as you can see, here's 23, 6, 100. I'm going to go into this one just because there's a ton of leads in this one. But this is like the top one is 7 days ago. And then we scroll all the way to the bottom. All 100 are within the span of 7 days because this one came in 2 days ago. So it's a span of 5 days that those 100 came in. Nonetheless, if you want to take a look at it, you get your zip code, average monthly utility bill, address, select the status of your home. We ask if it's shaded or not, sum, name, number, email. The moment these come in, you get an email like this and a text as well with all this information. And boom, you're ready to contact them. Hot, engaged lead. So that's what that kind of looks like. Does all that make sense?
So I got one question. Okay, so when you go through the criteria and they're filling out the landing page,
Yes.
for their credit score, like what parameters that are in the credit score.
Okay.
But everything else was there, which
Yep.
I saw.
Yeah, 100%. So we just tailor it from business to business. So if you just ask us to add credit score in there in the questionnaire, we go ahead and do that. I will say, every single question that you add, 1 person or 2 people less, 1%, whatever you want to say, is less likely to fill it out. That's just how it works. The more questions, less people fill it out. But yeah, we add as many questions as you want.
Okay. So what you think, Keith?
Well, I mean, let's talk brass tacks. What would it take to, get this going, and how big should we try to scale it right now? And what's that number going to look like to kind of get this faucet turned on?
Yes, sir. So before I get into the pricing, anything else that didn't make sense?
No, everything is. I like the way everything is flowing right now because it's to the point. It's no like we call smoke and mirrors, and everything's up front. And that's the way that we do business. Is everything's up front.
Yes, sir. That's how we do business as well. We get you results. We just ask for 1/10 of the value we provide. Okay. So,
all right.
Just to get into the pricing and stuff, we charge a flat fee of $750 per deal. That's after you close. Obviously ad spend's on you. You choose how much you want to do ad spend from there. We start with the smallest budget of $1,000. A lot of our partners can only start with a small budget like that. We start there and then we scale up. My suggestion is to start with at least $2,000, especially if you're going with Google. That's up to you. We work with whatever. We work with many partners that just need some deal flow, so then we can start scaling from there. And then aside from that, we just take a one-time infrastructure fee that's $2,500, and then we get this built out.
Okay.
Pretty straightforward. We need to talk about that with the guy that owns the place. We need to talk about that.
So how long? I got one question. How long is it a contract, written signed contract between both companies, or what?
Yes. So we put together an agreement, of course, just for formalities. Right. But at the end of the day, we'll give you 60 days to start seeing results, or we fully refund your $2,500. If not. Aside from that, it's a pay per deal structure, so you're not going to be paying unless you're closing deals.
Okay. And it's just a straight $750 regardless of the size of the system, or what?
Correct.
Okay.
That's not the way to go on. size of the systems that we're working on. That might be an issue if it was too small, but.
No, well, we ain't gonna do no small systems anyway.
All right, well, I mean, I think we've kind of got what we need to, to at least go back and approach our owner and see where, see what his thoughts are and what his comments are on this. So if you guys will, we appreciate you taking some time to lay it out for us and explain it to us a little bit more in depth. And, I'm gonna need at least a week, if maybe not a couple, to get this talked through and talked over and give you guys a call back. But we'll definitely kind of put this on the top of our plate because it's pretty important to what we're trying to do.
Right.
Of course.
And, follow up with you guys here pretty soon.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. That works. Besides that, I think I didn't mention that it's just a 6-day build-out process from the moment you guys get onboarded to the moment we launch.
Okay.
I think besides that, we pretty much covered anything. If you run into any bumps, any questions, feel free to give me a call. Give Leo a call either, and we'll get those answered out.
And just for fun, like how many companies are you guys working with currently?
Right now, I think it's 17?
Yeah.
17?
Okay. And are you working with anybody else in our area?
In Denver? No.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the closest we have is here in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in the Midwest, but not Denver.
Yeah. No, I got a son living in Kansas City right now, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, we really appreciate you guys taking the time to let us know how everything works. And like we talked about, we're going to discuss it and get back with you one way or another.
Okay.
Or no.
No worries. That works. We appreciate your time as well. You let me know if you have any questions. Feel free, like I said, to call or text anytime.
Absolutely, man.
We'll do.
All right, guys, we appreciate you. You guys
All right.
have a good weekend. We'll
Good
catch
meeting you.
Thank
Keith,
you, guys.
Derek, you have a good one.
Okay.
There's no way they buy.
Yeah, no shit.
Just immediately after. Alrighty, guys, that's how a sales call goes down. Now, the client is that one can honestly go either way. It's a tough call for sure. They could buy, they could not. My gut feeling says that probably not. I don't know if they'll be able to afford that, but maybe corporate will throw them a bone. I know it's a roofing company also, so we might get fortunate. Anyway, that's step number one. You have to get somebody to pay you online. There's no business without money in. Doesn't matter what you say. You could have an LLC registered, could have all this fancy stuff going on, but if you don't have money going in, it's not a real business. So first objective is to basically figure out what you can do that is going to get somebody to pay you money. And then you ask people for money, and that's the sales process right there. All right, we are going to jump into this podcast now. I have some drafts here. What's going on here? We're going to jump into this Zoom call now, or this podcast, and that is going to be live on the Empire channel, so be sure to check that out. But let's run this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Thoughts from the Top. Today, we have a very special guest, Mr. Jordan Sylvester. What part of Mexico are you in right now?
I'm in Playa del Carmen, so it's on the River E. It's on the southeastern tip, about 45 minutes from Cancun.
This is Myron Golden with a beard. Okay, all right, cool.
Myron's dope. I love his stuff because it's all based on like biblical principles. Again, another one is like kind of spirituality in business. It's like attracts a followers. It's great. There's tons and tons of mentors that don't even know they're my mentor.
I felt that. All right, guys, we're back at our desk at the home office. So, sales call went fine. Podcast was awesome. It was actually a really good podcast. I'm very excited to drop it. Super interesting the whole way through. So, definitely check the link in bio and check out the other channel for sure. So, how did we get the sales call? How do you get a business owner to want to hop on a call with you. We have a few ways of going about it, and really it's just the most important thing is picking one thing at first and then just doing it over and over and over and over and over again, like large numbers until like it hits for you. And if it doesn't hit like within like 1,000 or 2,000 tries, basically just move on to the next thing, and hopefully that the next thing will work out for you. So basically how we got this specific one was we're paying a VA to cold call companies and then set up an appointment with us. She's telling them we work on a pay per deal basis, and that's enticing enough for them to want to hop on the call and know what we're offering and how it all works and the system and all that stuff. If you picked a little bit of that up during the sales call. So she was in this company was in Denver, so 2,500 is pretty steep for a lot of companies to start, especially if they got to run ads on top of that too, and then pay us like when they close the deal. So that it's not likely that they're going to buy. To be honest with you, they're just not in that position. Perhaps we can make out some sort of payment deal where maybe they put 1,000 down, pay 1,000 next month, and then pay like the last 500 or something. We've done something like that before in the past. In order to get these guys the deals that they deserve. But yeah, unfortunately, we just have a lot to pay for with like building out websites and integrating all that stuff, and it's a hassle. So yeah, we can't really get away with anything less than $1,750, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, that was good. We are going to make some dinner now. But that's going to be basically the work day. I mean, it's just literally commuting and then taking these sales calls most of the day. So, yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow, but we are going to make it pop and keep these up.